All right. So AJ, I want to know first how this fight came about because I know you've been talking about potentially going to lightweight. So how did this happen? Why did it happen now? All that good stuff.
It happened because initially I requested the rematch. I was not honored the rematch. So um, from there, I'm like, all right, well, they're like, well, we need an opponent. And I'm like, well, it's not going to be at 145 pounds. If I'm not fighting for a title, I'm not going back down to 145 pounds. Um, just because there's no need, I've had 18 fights, 19 at the 145-pound division. I've literally walked through the entire division. Um, my championship belt, I've got five names on the belt. I literally beat five of those names. So it was like I didn't feel there was anything left at the 145-pound division unless it was the trilogy. So when the trilogy was not offered, and next thing you know, I'm like, all right, cool. I'm gonna go up to 155. Then we started looking at opponents, and then they came back with a couple. I'm like, cool, just let's get it, And then we locked in a fight at 155 pounds, and then the Borix versus Pitbull fight was released. And I said, I lost it on that one. I said, the audacity. This man right here, he's going to fight Borix. This was my personal opinion. I feel like if he beats Borix, he's going to retire. So if he doesn't retire and he beats him or loses, like I said, I'm willing to fight him. I turned down zero fades. I mean, I've been fighting my entire life from alleys to backyards. Like, I just genuinely love to fight. Like, it's, that's one of my big problems is every time we fight, I got to wait damn near a year to fight this man again or just to get another fight scheduled. Nah, bro. Run it back. You know what I mean? Let's get in there. Let's get it going. Let's go. Let's do it. So when I saw that and he honored Borix with the fight, I was like, oh, fear. I just smell it. It's leaking all over him. So yeah, I wasn't too intrigued or, I was just, it kind of just, it's irrelevant to me at this point. A pit bull's a pit bull. So I'm looking forward to fighting his brother. He was gifted the title. I'm not going to call him a champion because in order to be a champion, you have to beat a champion, and he hasn't beaten a champion. So that's like the intern title to me, if you ask me, in my personal opinion. But yeah, I'm just intrigued to get back in there. I'm excited to get in there. It's been a while. It's been a while. It's been like what, 6, 7, almost 8 months or something.
Yeah,
So
it has been a while. Um, I was gonna ask if the beef between the two of you guys has kind of simmered down, but it sounds like it's
oh
reigniting.
no,
Just
excuse my language, but fuck pit bulls. They're like chihuahuas. They're not. I don't. I have no respect for them. Like I had a lot of respect at first, but my respect has gone out the window. Fuck them. Excuse my language, but there's just I don't respect it, bro. Like you saw after I won, I get on my knees. I'm gonna show respect. Like hey, great fight. Boom, boom, boom. And then like, all right, boom, you win. And now all of a sudden I don't get a rematch. You're fighting Borix and this and that, and then his brother. Like, I don't have any respect for him. Like they both suck. It's like subhuman stuff. Like they're garbage. Like you sign a contract to show up to fight, you show up, you fight. That's your one job. You sign a dotted line, you show up, you fight. Both of these guys pull out on countless times, day in and day out. It's like, what are y'all doing? You know what I mean? Like that's your job. Show up and fight.
so you guys are going to be on the same card. Is there going to be any worry that there could be some animosity, in just
Hey, he's coming to my city. He could be worried. I'm not worried. I'm about to go out there and put on a great show and a great time for my fans and friends and family. We're just gonna go out there and put it all on the line, man. I'm eager to step into this 55 pound division and just kind of get acclimated. Obviously hopping up in weight class, I got to deal with the power. They're bigger, they're a little bit stronger, but I'm also bigger, a little bit stronger and faster as well. So I think this is going to be a fight for me to just go out there and showcase what a bigger, faster, stronger AJ McKee looks like. And I think people are going to be excited for it. And a hungry AJ. I had no hunger in that last fight.
so you know, when the fight was announced, I think everybody was really excited to be like, oh, cool, 155. And then they saw Spike as your opponent, which, you know, I've been following his career forever. He's not a sloucher by any means. But I think people were a little bit confused why that particular opponent. Are you kind of looking at this fight as sort of like a test at 155 to kind of see how your body feels and kind of see before like jumping in too deep? Or was it, or is this opponent that you actually really think, you know, you could give you a big test?
No, for me, I don't care who it is. They asked me who I wanted to fight. I said Benson Henderson. I said Patricio Pitbull first. They said no. He's fighting Sydney, which didn't happen because Piscacci. And then I'm like, all right, well, what's up with Benson? I'm the type of person, if you're not 1, 2, or 3, other than that, it doesn't matter to me. If you're not literally where I want to be, I don't care. Place somebody in front of me to where it's gonna get me to where I need to be. And that's like my whole mindset. So outside of that, I mean, what's this other guy's name? They were talking about Shibli Shabli or Sheep. What's
I know who you're trying. I know who you're talking about. I can't pronounce it either.
him? People's
Shabli,
talking about, oh,
Shabli,
you
I think is.
yeah,
Yeah,
Shabli.
yeah.
People's talking about I ducked him. Bro, I've never ducked any man and I fear no man. Like that's just what are you talking about, bro? You said Pat Curran was gonna be. That's what I'm saying. I smell fear on the entire Pitbull family. Like they're like I feel like the McKee bloodline is like it's like garlic to them. You know what I mean? It's just it doesn't settle well with them, and they know it. But he's always looking for other people to do something that he can't do, bro. If Shibli or Shabli wants this work, he could get this work too, and that's on record. He's in on my Instagram talking, bro. I'm not gonna talk. I'm gonna see you when I see you. And what's up?
So, I mean, like I mentioned, you guys are be on the same card. Let's pretend something happens to one of your opponents. You know, I'm not saying anything, I'm not wishing ill on anybody, but would you be willing to do a short notice fill in either way? Like if you had, you know, if he came up or you went down, would that be a possibility to fight week if something happened? Or even a few weeks
Definitely.
before?
I turned down 0 fights. I mean, obviously, I want to honor the man that I have in front of me because he's geared up and he's preparing for me. So to switch up and to just throw a wrench in his stuff like that, that's not really respectful. And I'm a very respectful person, so I like to honor what I say and I do. And with that being said, I mean, I'm the bigger man. If somebody pulls out, I'm not cutting to 145. Like y'all could come up, we could do something at 155. And later down on the line, I'll go back down to 145 if that's what they would like for a title fight. I have no problem cutting to 145 pounds, but I have to feel a value in this in the situation in order for me to gear myself up to do it. It's a lot. Like I say, when I make weight, the fight's over. The weight cut is my hardest part. You know, I like Snickers. I like candy. I like. Well, speaking of Snickers, I like Butterfinger. No, I'm just kidding.
No.
Nah, but I like Snickers. I like, I like my little cheat meals, In and Out and Raisin Canes. Like, I like to mess around a little bit. And to get the 145 pounds, there's no cheat days. There's no cheat days. You're running 3 miles a day every day. You're putting in your grind. You're training twice a day. You're doing strength and conditioning. Like, it's an entire process. I go from practice, go home, sleep, wake up. Actually, I run, go to practice, hit mitts, then practice with the team, get that. Like, it's just a lot. And that's literally not even by noon. You know what I mean? I go home, sleep, fuel up, eat, and then back to the gym. It's just a lot, and to cut that weight. I mean, I'm walking around 175 right now. So it's like to get the 30 pounds to 145, like, yeah, it's possible. But for a non-title fight, why would I do that? Why would I put my body through that? Like, I don't think people look at my health and my career. I'm 27 years old. I'm not a 22-year-old kid trying to make 145 anymore. I'm getting older and bigger and faster and stronger. So I think this is going to be a good fight for me to just go out there, get comfortable again, and see how things play out. I don't think I'm going to have a problem, though. I think it's going to be a great show. And yeah, I'm looking forward to it, man. They come into the beach, so it's going to be a fun one. I got to show them what Strong Beach is all about.
I've got just one last one for you. How do you kind of see a fight with Spike going? Do you have a prediction, or do you, kind of envision yet where it'll go?
Yeah, I'm ready to go out there and show everybody. I'm done talking. There's nothing left to say. I said I was gonna finish Pitbull in the second. Yeah, I was blowing smoke screens. I didn't want to fight, so obviously mental warfare, number one warfare. I got to get in his head a little bit, try to get him out of his game, because clearly I wasn't on mine. But yeah, just cross your T's and your I's, make it bold, and that's what I'm looking forward to do is going out there and getting a highlight reel finish.
Awesome. Thank you so much for your time. I appreciate it.
Anytime. Thank you for having me.
All right. Bye.
Bye. Have a good one.